0 pounds.
Little Monica Seles has covered a lot of ground today so far, more I'm sure than she's used to, but you could say the same for Graf. Play against any of those flat ball hitters like Jimmy Connors, and when it's over, you know it. You know all about it.
Kaza.
And you know you've been out there and had a rough day at the office, as the fiery one would say.
Our friend from Canale Cinque, Italy, Rino Tomasi, says he figures Graf will win this one because he doesn't think that Seles, who is still so young and kind of spindly, can last 2 hours against Steffi Graf. A long, tough match. He figures she's going to run out of gas. But remember, too, Graf has been under the weather. She said she came into this tournament feeling 100%. She said, I was in perfect condition. Now I'm not.
But it may be good enough. She has won the first set against Monica Seles. We're on serve here in the second. 1 game to love with the Yugoslavian. We'll be back. Steffi Graf will serve her first serve game of the second set. She trails Monica Seles 1 game to love, but she won the first set.
Wait, please.
She's letting Steffi know she's going to go after those serves. That changeup didn't work too well for Seles. Not nearly enough length. Graf stepped right in.
Game point. Yeah, if you hit that the lob from the baseline play, you better hit it long to Steffi or you'll be in trouble.
Forehand with the both feet off the ground. Really an astonishing shot, the big windmill forehand. It's very unlike Seles. Ted Tinling of the Virginia Slims is very happy to watch Monica Seles play. He's ready for the demise of the big windmill topspin forehand. He doesn't think it's good for women's tennis. He says all the great champions of years past used a much different style.
He's going to have to wait a while, I'm afraid. There is so much a residue of that windmill forehand that Bjorn Borg probably made the most popular. It's so much a part of the men's tour.
Seles' take back, even though it's two-handed, is so much simpler. Again, pays the price, Seles does, for a weak serve.
Steffi, of course, is used to taking advantage of somebody else's second serve. She is not used to having her own punished like Seles has done a couple of times today.
15-30.
Got a lot of lung in that serve. She plays noisy matches.
On the grunt index, as you said, she's right up there in the top 5 ever.
She says she was taught to expel air at the moment of that match. I don't know if Graf minds the noise. Surely some players will start minding it, especially because Seles will be so successful as she's grunting her way by so many of these players.
Graf on serve in the second set. She won the first. Well, there's a new way of getting around here. Thank you, Barry. 2-1 here in the second set.
Reprise.
See Steffi Graf coming underneath that backhand. She can equally well go over the backhand when she needs to make a passing shot. It's part of the great variety in her game. She, as you can see, has had 16 forehand winners and a set in a few games. That's not bad.
She's also making errors, though. Again, she does want to end points early. And against someone like Seles, that could be trouble.
Zero 12.
Point that drop shot low to the forehand side of Seles, something, Mary, that you said in the first set might work.
It's worked just there again as well. She drew a defensive reply from Seles. Just powdered across court. She's not used to somebody who hits as hard as she does.
Exactly. And Seles has 2 break points. That two-handed swing down the line, clean winner. Graf, as you could see, nowhere near the ball. And as quick as she is, tells you something about how hard and well directed that shot was. 2 break points. You know, Steffi Graf normally on the backhand side hits a lot of slice anyway. Seems to me that she feels like she wants to hit as much slice as she can against Seles to keep the ball as low as she can. Another break point.
too short.
Yeah. She's going to the sideline. I wonder if she's going to change rackets here. It looks like she might have broken a string.
That last play, again, I think you could be right, Cliff. It looks as though she is changing rackets. That last big forehand might have might have popped the string.
Well, I had the feeling as she was playing that point that for the first time she was tired because she was just trying to get the ball back, but that might have been because she'd broken a string. This is deuce.
Avantage, Mademoiselle Seles.
What is so nice, I think, as you can see the third break point of this game for women's tennis is the fact that Seles is so interesting to watch play. Kind of like Andre Agassi.
What a jump. That's good fighting.
Arms go up together, don't they? And then you see the ball is a lot higher than the toss, and she swings into it. He's actually off the ground when she makes contact with that. The best serve in women's tennis, according to Mary Carrillo, and you might disagree with that. It's true. 2 games all.
It just got broken. Not an easy thing.
15-0.
Another error.
They have traded breaks of serve here in the second set.
You'd have to think that last game would have tired Seles. She did an awful lot of running, awful lot of hard hitting, too. So she wants to try to take her time in this game if she can. Doesn't want to get broken right back.
Like an Agassi and a Courier and players of that style, she doesn't waste too much time. The points don't last very long. You hit the ball that hard, in fact that's true of both of them, and the point's going to be over one way or the other pretty quickly. Game point for Seles.
Another broken string.
Yeah. It's interesting that she can stay in the points that long with a broken string because, as we said a few times here during the French Championships, if you slice the ball, because she doesn't have a slice really, so she doesn't have much alternative. You're watching it again here. These hit with a broken string. You can see the strings broken in that racket. And you just lose control completely of the ball. It will fly on you, as you know, if you ever tried to play with a broken string. And finally loses the point. Still game point. Seles is ahead in the second set, 3 games to 2. We are on serve. Graf on the first, 6-3. We'll be back. Monica Seles is ahead 3 games to 2. Before I lose that thought, I do want to tell you that as far as the strings are concerned, when you break a string in these rackets, the ball will fly on you. In a moment, I'll finish the court. That is wide. I wonder how many of you have played with those old, small-headed rackets. Everybody used to use gut. You could break a string there and you could get away with it for up to a game. But not anymore. Not with these modern rackets. Strings are farther apart, much.
Hands up.
15 all.
She does something, Seles, right before she hits. She takes a fleeting glance up to see where Graf is. It's not strictly instinct she's hitting on as she draws that error there. And that's something different from Graf. Graf tries to blow a hole through the court. Seles takes the time to look for the hole.
That's long.
Hands down.
2 points for her second break of the set. Seles has been broken once.
Oh, that's tough.
You see the angle she gets to, because that ball from Graf is right down the middle of the court, so she had to find her own angle and had no trouble doing it. 4-2 now.
Backhand winner again. Again, it's not a big take back, is it? But so much racket speed, so much quick wrist and loose. It's loose power, but it's very controlled. Amazing.
Steffi Graf, in winning this championship a year ago, lost 20 games in the championship. Maureen Connolly, when she did it in 1953, lost 9. But to be fair to Steffi, the fields were not 128. That started in 1981. So she has to play more matches now.
Broad cast.
So far, going into this match, she'd lost 13 games.
Another short forehand. You've got to know that that's going to be what the players are going to try to do with Seles. It's a tough shot for her. She still doesn't move, I don't think, into the net as well as side to side anyway. But this is a tough one. A one-handed chasing in with her grip.
Yeah, she's stuck with that Western grip.
That two-handed shot again.
But it's the kind of shot, Barry, that you've got to hit right on the money, because if you hit it too hard, it's going to be short and sit up. And then Seles is not going to have a problem with it. Game point. Monica Seles of Yugoslavia and now Bradenton, Florida, has a break and a 5-2 lead in the second set against Steffi Graf, the world's #1 player. We'll be back. Monica Seles has won the last 4 games in a row. Now, you saw her carrying that bag full of rackets. She's broken a couple of string jobs, as you know, already in the match, so she's just making sure that she's got enough to continue. 5 games to 2 for Seles with a break. 1 break, that is. Well, she's broken twice, but she's been broken once herself. So it represents 1 break serve difference. 27, as you can see, to 15.
Chris Evert is watching this match. In 1973, she did this to the Grand Slam holder. When she was 15 years old, just as Monica is. She beat Margaret Court at a tournament in Charlotte. Court had just won the Grand Slam 3 weeks earlier.
And she said that might have been her greatest moment in tennis.
One she remembers the most.
Yeah.
Graf was even younger than Seles the first time she played at the French. She was a professional playing the French Open for the first time when she was 13. Tracy Austin was 14 at her first Wimbledon. But I'll tell you what, neither one of them, I think, looked like this. Looked like Seles out there today. Not even Graf. Right off the line. Another one. Oh, that's a great play. Two ground strokes in a row from Graf, as long as she could possibly stroke them, and then the gentle drop shot for the winner.
If she hadn't won that point, would have been 2 set points for Seles. It's 30 all. If Chris said, and she did, that was her most memorable match, that one with Margaret Court that you just talked about, Mary, as you watch this replay, her most embarrassing one, she said, was not coming home from Seoul with a medal for the USA. Steffi Graf, of course, did. She won the Golden Slam, the Grand Slam, and an Olympic gold medal. Steffi Graf holds on, only just, and now Monica Seles will serve for the second set.
Graf was asked about Monica the other day, and she said, well, she's hitting well, and she knows tactically what to do. Graf said she's playing well enough to beat almost anybody. She got in the almost part. when Seles spoke of playing Graf, she said, well, she's so good. She's number one. She hits the ball so hard. She has almost a perfect game. She said almost two.
Just look at this. Watch this. See the way she moves in it with the shoulder turn. It's so important, that backhand side. That's the big difference between the two-handed and the one-handed swing.
But, you know, her two-handed is so much less restricted and mechanical than the other two-handed backhands I've seen.
Graf, she just hits it early. I mean, if you watch how quickly she hits it after the ball bounces, that's the secret to the way she hits so well.
Count 0.
3 set points. Seles has won the second set, and I believe that if you had, before this championship, asked anyone whether they would bet against that happening,